Hello and welcome to No Win, No Fee, the show where all 12 of these contestants are hoping to go home with £4,000. And you know what? I'm hoping they don't, because I do not get paid for fronting this show. If someone here takes away the money, I go away with absolutely nothing. Zero. No win, no fee for me. And if you don't believe me, here it is in black and white. Look at my contract, signed and notarised. Remuneration. The presenter agrees that he shall receive no fee for providing the services. In fact, the only way I make anything at all is if these contestants fail to win that £4,000, in which case I pocket the money. So, let's see who's standing in the way of me and my fee today. There's John, Sandra, Bill, Rob, Ali, Kathy, Tim, Glenn, Ros, Murray, Peter and Louise. Now, you're virtual strangers to each other. You met briefly before the show. All you really know about each other are those names. And this is a game of assumption and presumption. I'm going to ask you to choose players who you think are going to get a question wrong. So it's sudden death. It's all about first impressions and weighing up your opponent. There are 12 of you now. In a few minutes, we're going to whittle that down to only 6 of you. And we're going to start, as always, by randomly choosing just one person. So who's going to be up first to pick a question and then pick someone to try and get that question wrong? And it's Tim in his fine oriental t-shirt. I wonder how good a judge of character Tim is. Let's find out. Tim, come on up and choose your question. So do you think you're good at reading people then, Tim?
I'm going to give it a go.
OK, first of all, we need you to choose a question. Are you going to go for top or bottom? Two very different subject areas there. A lot of money at stake.
I think I'm going to go with the bottom.
The bottom question. Would you know the answer to that?
I don't, but I don't think lots of people here will do either.
That's the way to play it. It's not so much what you know, it's what you think other people know or don't know. This is the question that Tim has chosen to put to one of you, so all of you should think of an answer. He's going to be studying your faces. He's going to try and pick somebody who's going to get this question wrong, and here it is. How many players are there in a baseball team? Peter's moving slightly, but he doesn't look unconfident. So, Tim, who do you think is going to get this question wrong?
I think let's go for Louise.
So, Louise, he doesn't think you know the answer to this question. Do you want to prove him wrong? Come and face your question. Why did you pick Louise?
She doesn't look as if she knows that much about baseball, so I thought maybe I'd go for her.
What is the giveaway in her outfit that says, I know nothing about baseball?
The flip-flops, probably.
OK. Here we go. Here's the question again. How many players are there in a baseball team? Take your time. Do you think it's going to be a guess, Tim?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty sure.
You can guess right as well as wrong. Terrible to go out on a guess, wouldn't it, mate? Wouldn't that be a drag? Say goodbye to £4 on a guess.
I think she's going to get it wrong.
OK, well, you're banking on that. She's got to get it wrong, or otherwise you're not through to the next round. Louise, how many players are there in a baseball team? It's up to you.
I think about, say, 15. I will say 15.
15. Still happy you chose her?
I'm less happy now, but hopefully she'll get it wrong.
The answer, Louise, is 9, so you're wrong. Which means, Tim, take your place for the next round. Louise, I'm happy to say, hey, it's been fun meeting you. It's even more fun saying, you're out. The lights are flickering. We need somebody else to come up and choose a question, then pick an opponent who's going to get that question wrong. Who's up next? And it's Peter. How good a judge of character is he? Let's find out. Peter, come and choose your question. So, we're going to give you a choice of 2 questions. They're on the screen for people at home. Here they are for you. Which one do you want to go for? Which one do you think somebody here is going to get wrong? When you've picked a question, I'm going to read it and you can judge their reactions. But first, this is the important job. Top or bottom question?
I think I know one. I know one, yeah. I'll go for the bottom question.
The bottom question. Of course, it's not about what you know, Peter. It's about what you think other people know.
Very true.
Let's see who you think doesn't know the answer to this. Here comes the questions. Study them all. Sugarloaf Mountain overlooks which city? This is a tough bunch. Look at them. They look like a kind of police line-up parade, don't they?
Certainly do, yes. I shall choose Roz.
So, Roz, Peter thinks you're going to get this question wrong. It's time to give us an answer and face your question. £4,000 a lot of money, isn't it?
It is, yes.
What would you do with it if you won it?
I'd probably take the family on holiday.
Oh, lovely. Where to?
I don't know yet.
Well, it'd be a lobster, wouldn't it? As
Not
Arthur Daly used to say.
exactly, not
£4,000. To get it, you must get this question right.
Okay.
He's banking on you getting it wrong. If you get it right, Peter's out, you're through. If you're wrong, he survives. Here's the question. Take as long as you like. Sugarloaf Mountain overlooks which city? Why did you choose Roz, Peter?
Just the fact that the Birmingham accent, I'm not quite so sure that she would have known Sugarloaf, probably some other places, but just gone something for the...
I hope an anti-Brummy note isn't
Not
creeping
at all,
onto the show.
not at all.
No, we're not being Brummiest.
Not at all.
Absolutely not.
No.
OK, but she's got to get this wrong for you to go through. OK. I'll read the question again for you, Roz. Plenty of thinking time. Sugarloaf Mountain overlooks which city?
It will be a complete guess and I'll have to go for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. If Los Angeles is right, you stay in the game, Peter goes home. If it's wrong, you're back off to Birmingham.
Yeah.
The answer is Rio de Janeiro. So, Roz, you are wrong. Which means, Peter, you are through to the next round. And, Roz, it's been a pleasure. It's been a delight. It's even better to say you're out. 8 people left, only 4 places for them, though. So 4 people are going home. Who's staying? Who's going? Who's up next? Well, choosing a question and picking an opponent who's going to get that question wrong, he hopes, is going to be Rob. Rob, come and choose your question. Choice of 2 questions, top or bottom. Which one do you think is the trickiest? Or more importantly, which one do you think will be the trickiest for the people facing you?
I'm going to go for the bottom one, please, Paul.
The bottom question. OK. I wonder how they're going to react to this question. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was the founder of which religion? I'm taking a look at them. They're not giving much away, are they?
No.
Little smile playing around the corner of Murray's lips. Did you pick up any details about them earlier today when you first met? I know they were all playing their cards close to their chest.
Yeah, it's very difficult. People don't give things away very easily.
You're not going to win £4,000 at stake.
No, you're not.
Here's that question. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was the founder of which religion? Who's going to get that wrong, do you think?
I'm going to go for John.
So it's John. John, he thinks you're going to fail. You're going to fall in the first round. Come and prove him wrong. Come and face your question. So what was it about John?
I think he's got a little... He's been very jokey, but I think he's a bit shifty. I think he, you know, trying to pull a fast one.
So you think maybe his knowledge, his general knowledge doesn't extend to world religions?
I'm hoping that's the case, yep.
OK, John, if you get this right, you've proved him wrong and you survive. Here's the question. Take as long as you like. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was the founder of which religion? You still pleased you chose him?
I'm happy whoever I'd chosen, to be honest, but there we go.
He is pondering, but of course he could be bluffing. The answer may be right there, but he wants people maybe to think that he's not quite as good as he actually is for the next round. He may have already booked his place there.
Yep.
Goodbye, £4,000 for you.
I think so.
I'm easy in this round because either way I'm a winner, I lose one of you. That's fine with me. I'm a step closer to that £4 grand. What would you do with £4,000, John?
Holiday, Vietnam.
Really? Very nice.
Just for the food.
Ever been there?
No. India I've done, but I want to go to Vietnam.
Me neither. Told it's wonderful. Here's the question. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was the founder of which religion?
Sikhism.
You said Sikhism. The answer is Buddhism. John, you're wrong. Which means, Rob, you've chosen well. You're a good judge of character. You are through to the next round. And John, commiserations, but hey, I'm happy to say, on the whole, you're out. So now we're narrowing the field. Only 3 places left, but I've got 6 people in front of me. I wonder who's up next. Who's up to choose a question and choose an opponent to get that question wrong? And this time, it's Kathy. A lot at stake now, Kathy. Not as many people to choose from, and a couple of questions to pick from. Will you join me and choose your question? Now, you've seen a few people in action so far.
Yes.
Would you rather, on the whole, be picking a question now or answering a question somebody else has chosen?
Picking a question.
OK, well, that's good. You've got your wish. There you go. Which one do you fancy, top or bottom? And remember, it's not just what you know, it's what you think other people might know.
I think I'll go for the bottom question.
The bottom question. So here it comes. 5 faces to choose from. Keep your eyes on them. To which country do the Azores belong? So, Kathy, who's it going to be?
It's going to be Murray.
Well, Murray, Kathy found the question difficult. She thinks you're going to find it impossible. Will you join us and face your question? So why did you go for Murray?
Because I think Murray was trying to bluff me completely. Just having a very blank expression, but in the eyes, I think he doesn't know it.
Right, well, do you think maybe if he did know it, he'd have looked a bit happier?
Possibly, possibly. I don't think you can help yourself. If you know the answer, he'll smirk.
Well, let's
But
find
there's
out
nothing.
if he's smirking as he hears the question again. You can take a bit of time, Murray. To which country do the Azores belong?
France.
Confident, quick answer there, but is it the right answer? Murray has said France. The Azores belong to Portugal, so Murray, you are wrong. Well, Kathy, he was quick, he was hasty, but you're through to the next round. And Murray, it's with a degree of pleasure. I say it's been great fun. You're out. So, only 4 people left, only 2 places in the next round. Who's up next to pick an opponent to get a question wrong? And it's Sandra. Only 3 people to choose from, Sandra. Will you join me now and first of all, choose your question? So you've had a bit of time now, Sandra. You've kind of settled into the game. OK, you've got 3 faces in front of you. Have you been observing them at all?
Yes, I have. Oh,
OK,
yes.
well, first of all, cast your eyes on these 2 questions. Which one do you want to put to our surviving 3 contestants, top or bottom?
I would like the bottom question, please.
Didn't take too long. You sure about that?
I am.
Watch their faces. It's all about first impressions, reactions. Sabina is the national airline of which country? That's the question Sandra's chosen. You've got to pick somebody who's going to get that question wrong if you want to join people in that final round.
I'm going to choose Glenn.
I wonder if it was that cheeky smile that led to him being selected. Let's find out whether he knows the answer. Sandra's banking on him getting it wrong. Glenn, will you join us and face your question? So, you went for Glenn.
Yes.
Why him?
Well, I thought I could see a little glint in his eye that made me think he didn't know it.
Glenn, you need to get this right. Here it comes, but take your time. Sabina is the national airline of which country?
Is it Belgium?
He's saying Belgium. The answer is Belgium, you're right. Which means Glenn, I think on a guess there, but maybe he was bluffing, is through to the final round. And Sandra, hey, it's been great fun. Try and keep in touch, but I'm happy to say you're out. So just Bill and Ali and Bill left. One of them's going to be choosing a question, somebody's going to be answering that question, but who's up first? And it's Bill. Bill is going to be choosing a question he thinks Ali is going to get wrong for the last place in the final round. Bill, will you join me now? Please choose your question. Take a look at them. We know Ali's got to answer it, but in the interest of fairness, we're going to keep her there so she can get the same thinking time as the previous contestants. Which of those do you like, top or bottom, Bill?
I think I'll go for the top one.
The top question. Here it is for you, Ali. Who was the leader of Argentina during the Falklands War? She's casting her mind back. Do you feel confident, Bill? Do you think you're going through to the next round?
I don't know, but I think I know the answer.
Right, of course, it's not about what you know. It's about what you think Ali might or might not know. Ali, it's that moment. The moment when you face your question. Two contestants, one place in the final round. Ali, if you get this right, you're through. You're a step closer to £4,000. Bill, if she gets it wrong, if you've chosen the right question, then you're through. Here it comes again. Take your time. Who was the leader of Argentina during the Falklands War? Now, Bill, do you reckon this is going to be a guess? Or will Ali know, do you think?
I don't think she's old enough to go right back to that time.
Don't want to give too many clues away, do we?
But
he's being very flattering, though, isn't he, Ali?
Isn't he? Yeah.
I think if she gets it right, it'll be a guess.
Right. Of course, it'd be terrible to go out and a guess, wouldn't it? So, Ali, who was the leader of Argentina during the Falklands War?
I don't know. Che Guevara.
Che Guevara. Che Guevara was, of course, Bolivian,
Yeah.
but he did fight in another country's war. He was part of the Cuban Revolution. But it was General Galtieri who led Argentina, so Ali, you're wrong. Which means, Bill, you're through to the final round. Ali, commiserations. But you know what? Overall, I'm happy to say you're out.
Thank you.
And well done to all 6 of you for getting this far. You've managed to eliminate your opponents either because you're a good judge of character, very important on the show, you're clever, or you're just lucky. But let's hope you've been paying attention to everybody else's strengths and weaknesses, because now it's time for you to go head-to-head with each other. And with me, of course. Now, why me? Well, if none of you win, I put the £4,000 in my pocket. Otherwise, I get nothing at all from this show. So I hope it's no win, no fee for you, as we all take one step closer to that money. Now, for round 2, things are decidedly trickier. Judgment of character, weighing up the opposition, is now crucial. You've got to choose an opponent before hearing the question. I then read that question, and to stay in the game, you tell me if you think your opponent is going to get it right or wrong. As always, we start by randomly choosing one of you. So who's it going to be? And it's Rob. Is that a laughter of relief or just gritting his teeth? Rob, will you join me now and choose your opponent? So, didn't do badly in round 1, but you did very well because you're still here.
I am.
Would you say you're a good judge of character?
I hope so, but I don't know. You can never tell. I think everybody tries to pull the wool over everybody else's eyes, really.
You're not trying to sneak a peek at my question, are you?
Oh, surely not, no.
Because this part's simple. You pick somebody who you think you can read before you hear the question. And when you hear the question, you've got to tell me whether they're going to get it right or wrong. You can pick anyone you like. Who do you think you're on the same wavelength as? Whose general knowledge do you respect? Or who do you think's really dim and is bound to get it wrong?
I'm going to go for Kathy this time.
So, Kathy, I'm not sure whether he thinks you're really dim or he respects your general knowledge. We're going to find out as you face your question. So, Kathy, you, as ever, have got to get the answer to this question right to stay in the game. When I read the question, don't answer straight away. Rob's then got to predict whether you're going to give me a right or a wrong answer. A lot riding on this, £4,000. Here we go. Who wrote the poem The Daffodils, which opens with the line, I wandered lonely as a cloud? That's the question. So which way is she going to go? Correct or incorrect? I think she's kind of Sphinx-like at the moment.
Yeah, she is very
She's
much
happy
so.
now because we referred to her, but she was very keeping her own cat. I think she's going to get this wrong. I don't think she knows this.
Well, I tend to disagree with you there, actually, Paul.
Don't let me influence you, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't know this.
Oh, well, I'm going to say she's going to get it right, actually.
If she gets it wrong, though, I'm happy because then you're both out.
Yep, and I don't want that either, obviously.
Don't let me influence her, though.
No.
She's going to get it
She's going to get it right.
wrong?
Right.
Right. OK, Kathy's putting his faith in you.
He is.
Here's the question. Who wrote the poem the Daffodils, which opens with the line, "I wandered, lonely as a cloud"?
I'm going to say Tennyson.
You're going to say Tennyson. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Now, Tennyson wrote Mariana and the Moated Grange. He wrote the Idylls of the King. But the person who wrote the Daffodils also wrote the Prelude, and he co-wrote with Coleridge the Lyrical Ballads. The answer is William Wordsworth, so Kathy, you're wrong. Which means Rob was also wrong to say you were going to get the answer right. I'm delighted to say to both of you, sit down, you are out. 2 contestants out over 1 question. We're hacking through them. Who's up next to choose an opponent? And it's Peter. I wonder how good a judge of character he is. We're going to find out right now. Come and choose an opponent, Peter. It is a tough game, this, isn't it?
It sure is.
Not just sudden death, but sudden deaths in the last one.
Yes. Yep.
So there we go. Were you worried about either Kathy or Rob?
Yes, both of them.
But they're both out of the way for us.
Yes, they are.
And I say us because I'm in the running too, aren't I?
Of course. Yeah.
Right, now is it going to be Glenn, Bill or Tim? Who do you think you can read best, or whose general knowledge have you got an idea about? Not easy, is it?
I think I might be going for that age gap thing again and get somebody a little nearer my age, so I go for Bill.
So, Bill, he's hoping you're going to help him out, help him to £4,000. You want that money yourself, so come and face your question. So is it purely on the basis of age then, Peter?
On this occasion it was Paul, yeah.
Right, OK, so working on what? That if you don't know something, Bill might not, and vice versa?
Yep.
Here we go. Now, you have to get this question right, Bill, as ever, to stay in the game. All Peter's got to do before he hears your answer is tell me whether you're going to get it right or wrong. Here it comes. In the Bible, who are Caspar, Melchior and Balthazar more commonly known as? Take your time. He looks a little puzzled. He looks a little confused, but is he bluffing? I think he knows this. But you know why I want you to say he knows it, don't you?
Oh, I do know.
Just in case he's wrong, and then you're both out. Don't let me influence you.
I think he does know it.
You think he does know it?
I do. Yeah.
So you're saying definitely he's going to get it right?
I very much hope so, yeah.
100% certain?
99.9.
So, Bill, he thinks you're going to get it right. He's placed his faith, his trust in you. But as we've seen, you could both be out if you get this question wrong. In fact, if you get it wrong, you will both be out, which is why I sound excited. I'll be closer to my money. Here comes the question. In the Bible, who are Caspar, Melchior and Balthazar more commonly known as?
Well, they know it's 3 children.
Is that going to be your final answer, Bill?
Yes.
3 of Noah's children. In fact, they're in the New Testament, and they're the 3 wise men, also known as the 3 kings. Bill, you are wrong. Which means Peter is also wrong. I'm so happy to be able to tell you you've got to sit down. You're both out. So we know it's Tim, it's Glenn, or indeed it's me, heading for £4,000. But who's going to be answering a question and who's going to be predicting the outcome of that answer? Let's find out. So, Tim, and I know because I know you've been paying attention, you'll realise that Glenn has got to answer the question. Would you both join me for £4,000? It seems a long time ago now, but I just remembered I think Glenn was the only person to get through from round 1 by actually answering a question. And he told us then it was a guess. He could have been bluffing. You've got your work cut out. So have you. I'm, of course, hoping you both fail, so I get £4,000. Now, I'm going to ask Glenn a question. Before he answers, you've got to tell me whether he's going to get it right or wrong. Glenn has to get it right to stay in the game. If you think he's going to get it right, and he does get it right, you're both still in and we do it again. But if you think he's going to get it right and he gets it wrong, he's out, you're out, I get £4,000. So the worst of luck to both of you. Here's your question. Which European city is served by Schiphol Airport, spelt S-C-H-I-P-O-L, worth £4,000 to one of us here? Is he going to get that right or wrong?
I don't think he knows.
You don't think he
No, I
knows?
don't think he knows.
I'm sure he knows.
No, he definitely doesn't
I'm
know.
positive he knows. See, if he does know, we're giving him that money on a plate. Simply for knowing the name of an airport.
I don't think he knows.
You don't think he knows?
Definitely.
OK. He thinks you're going to get it wrong. Now, Glenn, if you do get it wrong, Tim gets £4,000. If you get it right, you get £4,000. Either way, I'm getting absolutely nothing for working today. But hey, I know you two won't break into a sweat about that. Here's the question again, Glenn. Which European city is served by Schiphol Airport? Would you like me to spell that for you again?
No thanks.
Have you got an answer for us?
I have.
Which city is served by Schiphol Airport then, do you think?
Amsterdam.
The correct answer is Amsterdam. Glenn, you're right.
Sorry, Tim.
Which means, Tim, hey, commiserations.
Never mind.
I know exactly how you feel. Sit down, you're out, because Glenn has won £4,000.
Sorry, Paul.
A lot of money. These questions come out at random. Money earned on 2 airline questions. No win, no fee for me. Glenn is £4,000 better off. Join us the next time. I wonder who's going to get the money then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.